Hi, I'm Guillermo Daño, and today I'm going to answer questions about the tutoring session. The first one says, how do you think conscious bias affects people relationship? I think it could affect in the order that how much importance we put into the other person. In terms of getting advices, how much importance we put into listen to different advices of different people, and obviously some interaction that could have like I don't know, we have a project or something like that. And obviously, we use bias with people that we recently met because we don't have enough information to making sure if they are good in some aspect or not. So we use bias maybe about the physics or the things that they showed at the first impression and take decision about that. The most challenging type of unconscious bias to identify, I think that probably is the authority bias, because I'll put an example. When you are talking in a group or something like that, and you are asking for an advice, you are asking punctually to one person, but obviously you could get noticed by other people, so they will say your advice to you too, and you obviously put some authority in the person that you want to listen that advice. Or another example, like in social media, we could see a lot of different doctors, people that talk about health, and we could perceive that authority because they have a lot of followers, they have a lot of likes, interactions, and we think that because of that, they have the truth in that mouth. But it isn't true in all the cases. So we must take control about that. I think that affinity bias could take huge impact while we're meeting new people in general. Because we search about some, I don't know how to say it, but maybe confirmation about the things that we like and sharing a lot of emotions about that. So we will prefer in, to engage with people that maybe have the same likings that us and usually build a relationship with them. Another question is if I have suffered any type of bias, maybe the authority bias that I was talking about. I've suffered because I don't know. I think that we probably in some cases try to find some answers in people that we attribute some authority, and we try to avoid that people that we don't perceive with that authority talking to us about that topic. So I think that we must take control about that and obviously listen different points of view, because mm, it doesn't mean that people have authority so they could have the truth the 100% of times. So it's a good idea to listen different points of view. I think that I've suffered the authority bias, the beauty bias, and also the confirmation bias, because sometimes it's difficult to assume that we are wrong in some aspects while we are in a scenario where people that are surrounding us have some authority. So it's difficult to assume that. I think beauty bias, yes, is creating a problem on young people about self-esteem because they are they don't have the the guilt about being like God creates them. So they feel bad because, oh no, I don't have the brightest skin that I want to have. I don't have the eyes that I want to have. So they probably get feel like stuck in a situation that is not good. So yeah, I think that is creating some depression because it's something that isn't under control. So it's difficult to assume that. And I think, yeah, it's possible to reduce or stop unconscious bias, but it's difficult because bias are created unconsciously to reduce the energy that we have to put in some scenario or some bubble to understand and create a mental model about the things that are real. So we have to be more present in the scenario so we can pay attention to all the details, but as delaying it for complete, I think that is not possible because we are humans. We don't have the capacity now to process all the information and have an holistic of everything that is happening around us. So we could reduce that, but I think that is impossible to eradicate that. So that's all, and see you later.